Hi everyone, another week of STI analysis. This is STI daily chart. What we are seeing here on this week is that we have a very strong performance put in on the STI index, where we have taken out two highs. First high is this high here, we took out on the Tuesday, and then we took out this high on the Friday, and we are closing above the high here, which is a very strong performance from STI. Volume is also increased and has also increased, as we can see, as compared to the background, and the volume is rather high. So we want to be very careful about high volume up moves, especially on very high volume up moves. Friday was one of the case which I would consider it as a pretty high volume that is coming into the market, and we definitely want to see some progress to the upside after this, because usually markets do not like high volume up bars, which has been preached by Tom Williams in the VSA arena. But in Wyckoff, we are also paying more attention to high volume bars, where especially it comes in at the top of rally. Certainly we do not know whether this rally is at the top, but we have already know that this rally has been developing since mid-December until now, so it has probably a time for it to have some correction to come in, and we will probably want to see some selling coming in probably in the next week or so. And what I have also indicated in the past is that we are coming into a level of challenges, and this level of challenges has also presented itself to be a much difficult place to negotiate. If I would show you the weekly chart later, then we will talk about that. However, on the Friday bar, what we are seeing is that we have seen as a gap up, and we see STI rally through all the way to the top and closing on the high quite firmly. The volume is increasing much more than I would expect to see, probably because we are coming into a level of supply, and supply is now definitely coming into the market. And on the price structure here in the initial trend channel, we are already very overbought on this week here, very overbought. And then on this uptrend channel, a steeper one, which I am trying to show you that the strike of up move has been steepened. That is also an indication of impulse move here, with an increase in volume that supports the notion of an impulse move. So we would likely to see a pullback after this up move here. So that is what I was seeing here. So in the trend channel, we are overbought, and in this steeper uptrend channel, we are also overbought, coming to this overbought line. And just see how this trend channel is being respected, because when I've drawn this trend channel from this low to this low here, and then the parallel line moving up to the high of this bar here. And what we are seeing here is that we are seeing a respect of this supply line on this new steeper uptrend channel, and then price moves back and start to come back into this supply line again, which is again near to the overbought, or actually it is now at an overbought, technically overbought position. So we would probably expect more downside to come now, or a reaction to come, but preferably all the way down to the 2800 level for a test. And we just hope that not to see any increase in volume on the down bars or a down move to the 2800 level. And if that happens with no volume or less volume coming down to the 2800 level, I would probably think that the supply is not trying to press price lower, or there is probably more sellers coming into the market, and then that will facilitate STI to move into the 2900 level region for a test, because this is a very significant level, which we will look at it on the weekly chart just a moment. So based on the daily chart, we are seeing a very bullish up move here, and this is impulsive up move, so we would want to be prepared for a reaction. So basically, when we look at daily charts, we will also want to coordinate with the weekly chart, which I always think that it is wise to always look at the weekly chart if you are trading on the daily basis. So what I am seeing here on the daily chart, this is the STI daily chart. Before I go into looking at the bars here, I would like to explain what is axis line here. This is the axis line that I've marked here. I learned chart reading from Dr. Gary Dayton, and also Dr. Gary Dayton is a student of David Wise, and David always like to look at axis line, look for axis line on the chart. Whenever he's able to put a horizontal line that come across multiple points of support and resistance, he will put it there and watch it very carefully, which I have learned that. And as what we can see here is that this is an axis line that I put in. I use this low as a beginning basis, but when I move back, I think that this is a very valid axis line, because it has acted as a support here. There's a resistance. We move through, we come back, is resistance, and then we have resistance, minor resistance here. We come back, become support, and for further back we have also resistance at this level here. So this has been a resistance, and broke and become support, and then we have also another support here. Then we broke, we come back into resistance, and now we are coming into the axis line again. So to me, this is a very significant level. If we can pass through this level, then we might be seeing STI moving up towards the 3000 level. And if you have noticed, STI is like rotating around this axis line, which is what David calls a price rotation along this axis line. So what we can see here is that it is pretty good move along this level axis line. So that makes this axis line very critical and very important. So let's move into the bars here. We have seen two attempts to trying to come near to the axis line and probably attempt to break it. However, we are not seeing any result that's coming from the up move. So this is the first attempt, which is weak, and we can see that there's up move with lesser volume. So that's a weak rally. Then on this move, we have seen an increase in volume, or trying to push STI towards the axis line with an increase in volume. However, if you compare this volume with the rest of the volume in the background, it is still a very average volume, so that is not a very strong push towards the high. Then you see the sell off coming, and when we move down, we do not get any volume here, because the volume is now decreasing, and that we know that supply is probably exhausted at this level. And now we see a renewal of life in STI to move back up again, which we see volume increases, and we see up bars closing very firm on the highs. However, I would do to be cautious about this increase in volume. If you take note of these three volumes here, it is actually rising in quite a fast way, as we can see that STI is pushing through and through all this level of resistance, minor resistance on the daily basis. However, on the weekly, we are now coming back into this level here, and on this week, the volume has already been increased to quite a high level, which we can see that if I put my line here, this is probably the fourth largest volume on this period here. Right, from the December to December, the 1 year, this is probably the fourth highest volume, weekly volume on the chart, which is a little bit climatic to me, in the sense that we are not coming into this level yet, and yet we are seeing the fourth largest volume. So if this up move is going to play out nicely, I would expect the volume to be increased, which we have another increase in up bar here, the up move here, and pushing through the axis line, and that volume will probably be higher than this bar, or not, or slightly lesser than this bar, right? And it has to be increasing, or else the supply here would probably overwhelm what has happened on this next bar to come, and we might see a pullback towards the hopefully towards the level of this box here, the lower level of this box. This box was drawn on this range of this bar, because this is the highest volume bar, which we see stopping STI from coming down fast, and I would expect a lot of supply that's going to come from this bar here. So now we have tested 1 time, 2 times, and now this is the 3rd time that we're coming back into this bar for another try to push through the axis line. So we will have to be very careful on this part here, as we can see that its volume it's coming to be a little bit more climatic, but it's not so much on a kind of erratic climatic type of volume, a sudden spike. Now we have the highest volume on the bar or on the chart here. So we would be thinking that it's still a bullish mode on the STI, but we have to be very cautious of this bullish mode and not try to blind ourselves from any potential danger that will present to us probably in the future. So this is the analysis for this week's STI. I hope this video is helpful to you in your trading, and I also hope that I have introduced the Wyckoff methodology and technique to you, and hope that you can probably look up for Wyckoff more, because I still believe that Wyckoff is still the most fundamental technical analysis that you can get with just looking at price and volume. So that's all for me for this week, and since this is the Lunar New Year, and I would like to wish everyone a very prosperous Lunar New Year this year. Good trading come with good money, and let's huat okay, 恭喜发财, and we'll see you next week. Bye.